All right, welcome back. I want to show y'all something. Look at this. I just posted this on Twitter. Just shared it on Twitter. And look at how it won't display my thumbnail. Now, I don't know what's wrong, but I tried to post this 2-3 minutes ago, and it just wouldn't post at all. Like there was no thumbnail at all. Look at that. So not cool, X. Y'all need to fix that. I'm going to try again later. Welcome back. And I want to specifically deal with the dog lovers and the way that they are trying to drag Governor Kristi Noem. It's very immoral. Y'all running around saying ridiculous things. You're lying. Why do y'all have to lie? Why do you have to depend on lies and ignore important truths? If you were so much in the right and she was so wrong, there's no need to lie. And if you ask me, just like in a court of law, you get found to be on the stand lying, your whole case gets thrown out. Honesty before anything else. Now, I want to deal with some of these statements made by dog lovers. It's very annoying.
On farms, do you go around just killing innocent little puppies?
It wasn't innocent. Let me tell you something. I can't even count the number of lies that you all have told, even within one day. Haven't you heard about this recent story of this man in the Bronx who was killed by his own dog? Point being, it's his own dog. That dog, Kristi Noem's dog, attacked her too. You out of your mind? Y'all want to act as if people are not attacked and killed, permanently injured, but these are deadly creatures. You don't take any chances at all. You see this thing is killing wildlife, and what about the wildlife? Y'all posed as animal lovers, but even after this dog had killed multiple animals and tried to attack its owner, you still want to give it a pass. The fact here is that it was put down for the exact same reasons that thousands of dogs are put down for here in the United States every single day. Y'all not going to ignore that either. Dogs are euthanized for aggression issues every single day. What she did was part of the culture here in the United States. You have no idea what you're talking about. You all are congregating and you're having a nutter lying session, a propaganda, trying to smear this woman's image and character, but you're actually exposing yourselves as people who are not all that bright. Here's another recent story surfaced 1 hour ago. 2-year-old girl suffered facial injuries after being attacked by the family dog. And understand, Kristi Noem had neighbors, family. She's not going to risk getting her family hurt, her neighbor's family hurt, after this thing proves to be dangerous.
No.
Listen to this.
Farm. The defense is, hey, this happens all the time on farms. On farms, do you go around just killing innocent little puppies?
No. But I do know that there are some ranchers and farmers. They have to make tough decisions sometimes. Like if a horse breaks its leg, you gotta put it down. Or like in this situation, if a dog.
Now, for the record, I'm showing this because they seem to be making an attempt to be serious. A lot of these other media outlets, they're just being like over the top dodo level nutters.
Bites somebody, you got to make a tough decision. If the chickens are getting harassed on the neighbor's yard, then maybe you have to make a decision. I think
the chickens were not being harassed. You see, they're speaking the exact same way they word these articles. A bunch of wordplay, manipulate words, try to talk the situation down. Words are important. Y'all need to get your ability to make arguments straight.
Yard, then maybe you have to make a decision. I think that when you do that, though, it's often like in this situation, if a dog bites somebody, you got to make a tough decision. If the chickens are getting harassed on the neighbor's yard, then maybe you have to make a decision. I think that when you do that, though, it's often more in sadness than in anger. And in the way that it's written in the book, it does sound like she basically hated the dog, and so it caused.
She has the right to hate her dog. But let's be clear. She had a grudge against that dog because she bought it. She acquired it for a purpose. What it sounds like. For hunting. She hunts. Now, I don't co-sign with the hunting lifestyle, but y'all got it wrong here. It's her property. She has the right to hate it. I tell you what. Do a Google search now. Say, I hate my dog. And look at the thousands of confessions from dog lovers right now as I speak who hate their dog. So stop it.
And so it caused her more problems. The other thing is everybody gets a choice of what to put in their book. And this was a story she put out there. Initially, her team said, oh, this is just proof that they're out to get Kristi Noem. The liberals are out to get her. And then when it evolved, they were like, well, let me further explain. It's just, this is what happens in ranch life. Just the judgment on the PR side of things could make you wonder, but I don't know. I mean, when you read the book through and that doesn't like raise a red flag, you might need a different editor.
I think, Judge, there's a story behind the story. The story about killing the puppy was already out there, and so she wanted a vice signal ahead of time to try to control it because she knew that it could ruin her chances.
Well, what's interesting is she said that she shot Cricket after the book was published. She said she shot the puppy Cricket 20 years ago. But I think the whole thing reeks of desperation. I think you have a woman here who desperately wants to be vice president and ultimately president. And so she says, I can be tough like a man. How can I be tough like a man? I can kill a puppy. But, you know, the hate that, and Dana referenced it.
No, y'all can't put that on her either. Suggesting that she's tough like a man. No, take it as it is. She said she shared the story. Stop lying all the time and making stuff up. She said she shared it to let people know, hey, I'm willing to do tough things if it has to be done.
And Dana references. She said this puppy ruined the hunt by chasing pheasants and having the time of her life.
Yes.
What? I have 4 rescues, and I have.
I told you. Listen, what I tell you. Many of these journalists are just like her. 4 shelter mutts.
I got to tell you, what she's done is she's sabotaged herself.
Wait a minute. Shut up. Just shut up. That statement she made about how the dog was having the time of its life means that it was a horrible behaving creature. Because when dogs have fun, they have fun killing. That dog that killed his owner that I just showed, it had fun doing that. See, the dog's version of fun involves things that are not fun for us. Yeah, I don't think she misspoke there. When this dog attacked this 2-year-old, guess what? It was enjoying it. It was having fun. Why do you think they keep doing it? Where do you think this line came from that once they taste blood, there's a very high chance it will attack again? It's going to seek out that feeling again. Seek out that feeling again. Dogs get a high. They're so happy and having the time of their life while they're ripping people's throats out that they never forget the experience. And the chances are high that they'll try to seek that out again. Yeah, that's the dog's version of having a good time, and it's unacceptable. So shut up. None of your nuttery is gonna fly over here.
Yes.
What? I have 4 rescues, and
You have a stinking home, a nasty dog excrement and urine, saliva saturated home. For the record.
And I have a puppy. I got to tell you, what she's done is she's sabotaged herself, whether or not it was to, buttress what was coming down the road. But she also managed to unite the right and the left. Because America, if nothing else, we are dog lovers.
Yes, you are. You love violent, evil, bloodthirsty child predators. Yeah, we know that, and that's exactly the problem. Listen, dogs are absolutely worthless. I need everybody to understand that. These are currently the only worthless, counterproductive, living and breathing organisms on this earth. So save me all the lectures about how wonderful they are. Look, I don't care that 65%, the majority of homes in the United States have a dog in them. That just means y'all got a disgusting, stinking, violent, bloodthirsty creature that is well known to turn on their owners. And this dog turned on her. Now, somebody mentioned, redirected aggression. I don't want to hear nothing about redirected aggression, because it's the law that you're supposed to have your dog under your control at all times. That's the law in every single state. You have to have the dog under control. So if the dog launches an attack on wildlife, guess what? You have to try to stop it. You got to intervene. And yeah, the dog might turn around and attack you. Might. But if you got control over it, it won't. And it wouldn't have launched the attack in the first place. So I don't want to hear it.
Mm-hmm. And don't tell me you shot a pup because it wasn't used to hunting. Maybe
that's not. See, once again, y'all always have to twist the narrative, lie, tell partial truth, which is another way of lying. This dog, I tell you what you can do a search on. I'm not going to show it here. Search dog attack child and click images. And take a gander at their faces and how shredded their face, necks, and bodies are. Primarily face and neck. Understand, when these things attack young people, it's usually from the neck up. Kristi Noem has neighbors. She made her neighborhood safer. She made her home safer by putting down that violent mutant. And they are literal mutants. That's a fact. Listen, dog lovers, I'm going to say it again. What she did increased safety in her own home, increased safety in her neighborhood, and as well as out in wildlife. This thing was killing animals and tried to attack her. Y'all sound insane. Trying to push the idea that this thing should not have been gotten rid of. She did not torture it. All it took was one shot. She is a hunter. She knows how to kill instantly. So shut up. Just shut up.
Not a good teacher.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a problem. And this whole thing with the chickens, where the chickens...
Look at how they talk about the chickens as if they're worthless. As if their life just don't matter. You've lost this. Y'all have lost this. Y'all always lose these arguments, dog lovers. Y'all need to just stop it.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a problem. And this whole thing with the chickens, were the chickens dead? Was your dog on their property? Should you have had your dog on a leash? Should your farm have been fenced? I could go on and on.
Pardon the dog's violent, bloodthirsty behavior. She completely ignores it. She's speaking as if dogs have the right to just launch random, unprovoked attacks, and we should all accept it. Who cares if she let it off leash? Who cares if she may have accidentally released the leash? If it breaks free and immediately starts killing, then it's a danger to the community and her home, so I don't want to hear it.
Because I love dogs.
You know.
Yeah, you all sound like idiots right now. Each and every one of you.
Jesse, the only thing I could say on her defense is at least she didn't eat the dog,
Yeah,
like President Hussein Obama.
Right. She shot the dog. Obama ate it. What's worse?
Well, actually, shooting the dog was pretty bad.
Who cares if people eat dog all over the world? It's legal to eat dog meat here in the United States in a few states. Y'all eat cows, you eat chickens, turkeys. Shut up. I don't want to hear that. Y'all try, see how they going the moral route? Oh, how immoral she was. Again, thousands of dogs are euthanized every single day in this country. So stop it.
Actually, shooting the dog was pretty bad.
You know it's true.
Yes. The dog was having a time of his life, which is...
Yeah, killing, maiming. Do y'all know farm animals is their money? She could not risk having a livestock killed by this dumb dog. Do you know how often dogs attack farm animals every single day? The articles, I just recently pulled one up. Look at this. Not about to push this nonsense. Let me deal with one more thing here real quick. Look at this statement here. This is some of the tweets that she got on Twitter. I don't know who this lady is. Alyssa Farrah Griffin, co-host of The View. Okay, maybe y'all know her. Alyssa Farrah Griffin, co-host of The View. She said, dogs are a gift from God. No, they're not. They were sent from hell. They are a curse from the devil. That's what they are. They're not heaven sent. They're hell sent. That's why they attack more humans than any other animal on the earth, despite the fact that humans and only humans provide them with everything they need to survive. They should never attack people at all. I don't want to hear about these things being no gift from God. See, I knew y'all do this. Y'all start talking crazy and getting overly emotional and saying ridiculous things. Again, I want you to Google dog attack. Do y'all know over half of all people bitten by dogs are children? I'm talking to each and every one of you dog lovers out here who got something to say about what she did. Are y'all not aware that over half of all dog attack victims are children? Not only that, when children are attacked, they are far more likely to suffer severe injuries. There's a much greater chance they're going to need to go to the hospital and get patched back up. Y'all not going to talk about these things like they're a bunch of angels. That's not going to happen because y'all dogs don't have the track record. Birds are a gift from God. All the other animals on the earth are a gift from God. Dogs are not. That's why this planet is trying its best to exterminate them. That's why every other day there's a new virus popping up, a deadly disease running through dogs, and I mean every single day. They're not natural. So don't talk to me about them being, and this is a fact that they're mutants. Like, what is really wrong with you? Dogs are literal mutants. How is a mutant a gift from God when God didn't even create dogs? And again, I watched a portion of The View's response. They talked about it too. Also said they're a reflection of God's unconditional love. People, listen, soak that in. Okay, dog lovers, tell me this. Do a different Google search. Search dog attack infant or baby. You really trying to say that a gift from God, which is a reflection of God's unconditional love, attacks infants? What else attacks infants, newborns? Nothing. Y'all want to call that a gift from God? No, no. I'm glad we're here for this. I'm glad we're here to see this and respond to this. Also said, anyone who would needlessly hurt, and the dog was not hurt. It felt no pain, died instantly, and it was not needless. She probably saved lives. You know how filthy a dog's man, even if it doesn't rip you apart, dog saliva is the most toxic on the planet. And they carry deadly diseases, some that cause sepsis, where you quickly need your limbs amputated or you're going to die. So if a nasty, worthless, good for nothing mutt shows aggression, I don't care if it's small. Nasty thing could attack you and give you anything. Plus, she taking these dogs on hunts and all out in the nature. And what do dogs do? Always got their nasty, hideous face and nose planted on the ground, looking for the most disease-ridden areas on the land. You don't take chances having one of these things bite you. Reflection of his unconditional. She said, anyone who would needly hurt an animal because they are inconvenient needs help. Democrat National Committee called the excerpts from the book horrifying and disturbing. What's disturbing is y'all's reaction. That's disturbing because you all are the ones ignoring facts, not us. You are the ones ignoring the law, not us. Here recently, they also gave an update, said, what does this say? A baby is in stable condition. Y'all remember this story in case you have it. They have a link right here. Bitten by a family dog. Do y'all know most dog attacks on really everybody, but children especially, it's the family dog. These are deranged mutants. They will attack for no reason. And they prefer to attack young people. These are the one creatures where if they ever show display of aggression, you have to put them down. Okay, and this was not the first display of aggression from this dog. So she did the exact same thing that they do at shelters. When dogs in shelters show anger repeatedly, they get euthanized. So I don't want to hear it. Save your nuttery.
Now an actual accurate statement.
All right. Goofy.
All American households have a dog. So if you want to be a national political figure, it's probably not a good idea to shoot a dog and then brag about it in a book. But now that...
Did not brag about it, but whatever. She was not bragging, but whatever.
She has. Word is that South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem has torpedoed her chances of being Donald Trump's pick for vice president. The backlash has been fierce, but as Amber Cagliano reports, the governor is doubling down.
The backlash against Governor Kristi Noem is growing today. The once high-flying Republican darling is facing widespread condemnation for shooting her dog.
This is reprehensible.
And she's bragging about it.
You train the puppy, you don't shoot the puppy.
Nutter. I mean, isn't this ridiculous? If every dog owner did what Kristi Noem did, there would be a lot of lives saved and a lot of people spared from trauma, lifelong trauma. Because in many of these attack cases that we go over, it's not the first time that the dog displayed aggression. How many times have we heard that? More times than we can remember. A dog that launches a deadly attack or mutilates someone, it'll come out that that's not the first time that dog shown aggression. Here recently, the 11-year-old boy who was killed, they said that's not the first time these dogs showed aggression. So if after the first time, and this wasn't the first time for this dog, this was like the third or fourth time this dog showed an aggression, you are supposed to put it down. So y'all in the wrong. There's no way you can even come up with any type of argument to justify dragging this lady's image.
In her upcoming autobiography,
She, at least in that moment, was a hero. Saved lives. That's what she did. She saved lives from an out-of-control dog. Probably saved her neighbors' lives and well-being. Don't give me that. Nothing but good came out of her doing that. Not only was her own family safer, her neighbors safer, but she started to save money and got to spend it on dog food or no veterinary bills or nothing else to go along with having no worthless mutt. Dumb dog running around attacking, launching unprovoked attacks. And y'all wanted to keep it?
Going back, Noem writes that her wire-haired pointer, Cricket, had an aggressive personality and was untrainable.
Look at yeah, I believe it. So will she? That guy just said train the puppy. She said it was untrainable. So it wasn't the first time she owned a dog. See how desperate they are? Ridiculous.
I hated that dog, Noem writes. She was less than worthless.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, and she got the right to hate it. It's hers. She paid for it. That's her property. There ain't no law that says she gotta love this worthless thing.
Worthless. When Cricket slaughtered the neighbor's chickens like a trained assassin, Noem reveals that she took Cricket to a gravel pit on her ranch in South Dakota and shot her.
And took the dog to the gravel pit and saved money. Now that thing is not going to be attacking her animals, ain't going to be attacking nobody's animals. I don't want to hear it.
Ahead. The story is leaving pretty much the entire nation aghast. Puppy killer Kristi Noem goes this headline, cruel and insane goes another.
In America, there's one thing that brings everybody together. It doesn't matter where you are.
Yes, dogs.
Don't kill your dog.
Yeah.
And that shows how immoral you all are. Y'all head over heels in love with the only creatures that torture your youth. That's why you love them so much. They're the only creatures that mutilate, torture, and kill your youth. And those are the creatures y'all love so much and elevate over your youth. This is just disturbing through and through.
Don't kill your dog.
Yeah.
Veterinarian Dr. Andrea Tu tells Inside Edition that Cricket could have been trained to be a great dog.
What she should have done, honestly, was to be a little patient and to support.
No, she don't have to. She was already patient. Who says she wasn't being patient? You have no idea how much work she put into trying to train it. She said it was untrainable. So stop making assumptions. This is what y'all have to do to make any type of argument. So I'm not surprised. Y'all got to make stuff up.
Support Cricket through this.
Killing Cricket may have torpedoed Noem's chances of being named Donald Trump's running mate.
Look at her. Inside Edition went to a dog park. A dog park to do. And almost looked like she told people to get into the frame. Hey, come gather around. We're doing the story. Everybody know Inside Edition. And what you see back here, a dog with a muzzle. Why? Because they're the only animals on this planet that launch unprovoked attacks. The only animals on this planet that launch unprovoked attacks. that will even just see you from afar, not even on its property or near it, and will display aggression and send threats to you. These things have the most dangerous, vile character of any living, breathing organism we've ever seen. So I don't want to hear no defense of these things whatsoever. And again, about 5 million people in the United States are bitten every year. 5 million. Half 13 and under. And that includes newborns. They're not even 1 year old. Dogs are notorious for attacking newborns. Emergency room visits. How high do y'all think it is at this point? It's got to be close to 1 million. But last time we checked, they said 800,000 people every year need emergency care treatment. 800,000. That's just 1 year. It reveals a pattern of aggression, unprovoked aggression. And they prefer to attack young people. I've seen more than one video where a dog will run past a bunch of adults and latch on to a toddler. You don't take any chances at all. If these things, you're not even supposed to have them in the first place. But a lot of attacks would have been prevented had the owner dealt with the dog the first time it showed signs of aggression. So I don't want to hear it. She was a responsible parent and neighbor. And y'all mad because she wouldn't continue to try to terrorize the community like you do. Y'all the ones who keep dogs that show this signs of aggression. Y'all the exact same people who get people hurt and get people killed. A dog will show aggression repeatedly, and y'all keep it thinking you being high moral. No, you're being low moral. So shut up.
She was a top-tier candidate, and now her rivals are pouncing.
This is a really, really good dog that needs a home.
Florida's governor.
Disgusting. They got the Satan up here. Just disgusting. Y'all treat these things as if they're babies. Y'all literally give dogs the status of infants, of newborns. And despite the fact that dogs and only dogs attack newborns. And that's why you love dogs so much. This ain't nothing but anti-human energy we dealing with right now. Fur babies. Y'all did that for a reason, to show how much you hate humanity. Being a dog lover, it puts that type of backwardness into your mind. Trying to replace your own newborns with dogs. And understand, humans, when we're newborns, we're in our innocent, sin-free state. And that's the only time we are in that type of existence. Fresh from the spirit realm. Not even had a chance to see yet. And you mean tell me they're being tortured to death by only one animal in society, and that animal y'all love more than your youth? Disgusting.
Ron DeSantis posted video of himself at a dog shelter cradling a puppy like a baby. And Arizona.
Yeah, what I say.
Arizona's Carrie Lake posted a photo of herself with her pug.
With her mutant. These things are so mutated, they can't even enjoy life. Just breathing is difficult for these things. Y'all think it's high moral to keep these deranged? And I'm saying deranged because their brains is deranged. They don't behave like other predators of the world. They also mutated with many defects that reduce their quality of life. It's immoral to have these things on this planet. For that reason, you don't produce a population of mutants with a bunch of deformities, many of which are painful, and you just doing it because you think they look cute.
sushi.
I think she thinks Trump was going to think that this was like tough of her. He'll think it's bizarre.
Ryan Busey, a Democrat running for governor of Montana, also has a wire-haired pointer. The breed is renowned for their bird hunting skills.
If you just give them exercise, they're well-behaved dogs.
Reacting.
Shut up, Nutter. I thought y'all said dogs are individuals. Now you want to conveniently project the idea that they're all the same. I would have been just fine. No, Nutter. Y'all said they're individuals just like human beings. So just because your dog ain't tried to attack you yet, don't mean hers didn't try to attack her. You see how illogical they get? Nothing but con. Everything that comes out of their mouth is an attempt to deceive, lie, and conceal the truth.
Reacting to the uproar, Noem said today, "I can understand why some people are upset. South Dakota law states that dogs who attack and kill livestock can be put down."
So what she did was so logical that it had already been put into the laws. So what are y'all talking about? How you gonna project her as immoral when she fully acted within the law and for justifiable reasons? See, y'all let y'all's emotion override y'all's respect for the law. Who's in the wrong here? So she's proven a powerful point. She's showing how incompetent and incapable all of you are. She's exposing how y'all are not leaders. Leaders do not let their emotions override their better judgment. If she would have kept that dog, she would have been doing exactly that. What if, after she got home, that thing attacked her toddler, the neighbor's toddler? Then what? We'd be talking about how she failed by keeping a dog that had previously shown aggression. Irresponsible, each and every one of you. Look, I laugh at your little comments. Y'all think y'all you think you run things. Y'all ain't running nothing. I'm talking to the dog lovers. I see your tweets, I see your comments, I see your news broadcasts. Y'all think y'all destroying her. You think, no, you're not. You're just revealing how insane you are.
"I followed the law and was being a responsible parent, dog owner, and neighbor. It wasn't easy, but often the easy way isn't the right way. This dog owner is not buying it."
It's weak, cheap, mean, cruel.
Shut up. And it's done every day by the thousands. Dogs are put down for aggression issues every day by the thousands. Not only that, many dogs every day are euthanized simply because the shelter is overcrowded. 65% people in the United States get dogs. How come they're not adopting those dogs? Why are the shelters always overflowing? All shelters all over the country are all overflowing. It's to the point where they got to euthanize them just because there's too many of them. Why don't you accuse them of being immoral? Kristi Noem euthanized one dog. They've euthanized millions. What is it? Some 2 million dogs in the United States euthanized every year. Most of it has to do, I don't know what's more enough, but they mainly have to do with it being overcrowded and aggression issues. Y'all ain't got nothing to say about that. So I don't want to hear your little sob story.
I don't understand it at all.
You don't understand it because, like I said, y'all not that bright. I've been saying this for years. I've been getting pushback ever since I've been saying. I said, these people are not intelligent. They're not that intelligent. Now they're proving it by the millions. There are millions of them out here trying to jump on this lady and drag her. Many of these people know the law. Look at this. This surfaced a few hours ago. See that? Each dog attack has been more catastrophic than the last. That's a quote from a farm manager. These people are always losing money because these things. These things will go through and kill livestock back to back, and they never eat them. They never feed on them. They do it for fun. Look at this. See, y'all haven't done enough research into dog behavior to talk the way that you all are talking. These farms are destroyed look at this. Farmer loses 14 sheep to dog attack. This is not even normal predator behavior. Didn't eat none of them. Y'all claim to be animal lovers. This dog proved to be a devil. Y'all trying to guilt shame her for doing what she was supposed to do. Now, she shouldn't even had the worthless mutt in the first place, because these are nasty, stinking, dangerous creatures. But had you all done what she did, it would have saved several people's lives and well-being. Jacqueline Duran. That wasn't the first time those dogs had shown aggression. He kept them, which is something y'all applaud. Keep dangerous dogs that have proven to have aggression issues. And as soon as she walked into the door, she started getting mauled, started getting mutilated. Whereas, had they put him down like Kristi Noem did, Jacqueline Duran would still have her face today. See, listen, it's funny how confident they are, thinking that they have some type of, proof and evidence against her. No, you don't. That's why everything is about insulting her character, attacking her character. That's pathetic. You don't win arguments by doing that. Ad hominem attacks. Oh, you're such a horrible person. So y'all losing, dog lovers. Take this L. Hold this L. Now, I don't want to make this too long. I want as many people to hear this as possible. Dogs are man's worst enemy. Nothing else on this planet attacks 5 million of us every year. Nothing else on this planet launches random, unprovoked, lethal attacks on those 13 and under. Nothing else attacks newborns, infants, unprovoked. Nothing else decides to attack after it detects that you're afraid. You know how they say, oh, dogs can sense if you're afraid, because I guess your body releases adrenaline or some types of whatever chemicals. That increases the dog's desire to attack you. That's a despicable character for anything living and breathing. Shout out to everybody able to join me for this live stream, and I hope to see you back on the next as we continue with this crusade.